So, what's going on guys, Kaids here, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'll show you top 20 best and the most cleanest 1v1 maps in Fortnite creative mode. I researched about 100 maps and these are the 20 best ones. Every single one of them I checked for the best graphic settings, the best looking ones, the cleanest, maps with a lot of things automated, all weapons, unlimited materials, and last but not the least with 0 bugs whatsoever. And with that said, you'll be able to see a bunch of neon maps in the dark mode, underwater, floating islands, Borderlands 1v1 maps, retro floating Coliseum, Skywars Lonely Island, and much more. So guys, if you're looking for the best map codes, which will give you the highest FPS and the lowest ping possible, and the most fun 1v1 maps of all time, then this is the video that you've been looking for. So with that said, let's get right into it. Then take a look at the first map on my list. Is really amazing and really clean 1v1 arena on a yacht. So at the start, each player will get a shotgun, SMG, and AR, unlimited materials on each material type, and 5 chaps per match. Whenever someone dies, the winner player will get all his health and shield replenished, and the other guy who got eliminated will respawn back to his place with all the previous loadout and everything else he needs. As well, on top of all that, if you have extra players who are waiting to fight you again, or you have some friends who want to spectate the fight, there's a specific island which you can go to and you can watch the fight from that place. So guys, like I said at the start, if you're looking for the cleanest ever, really simplistic, but at the same time really cool and amazing, texturally pleasing design for 1v1 map, then here it is. Then take a look at the next map on my list. Is even cleaner and more perfect, another 1v1 map. This time it's called the Floating Island Coliseum. So each player at the start will be spawned on a different island and you can pick whatever weapon and loadout you want. Whenever that is done, all you have to do is go on the floating volcano and using the redeploy get to the Coliseum, which is aka the starting point for the 1v1. Just by taking a look at the gameplay itself, in my opinion looks 10 out of 10, amazing. For the best textures, like per usual, put all of your settings on epic, and to be honest, there's no need for any more details or introductions whatsoever. If you're looking for the best and most fun 1v1 map with the best textures and the design, then this guys is for you. Then going over to the third map on my list is another super clean, but this time automatic underwater arena. On the sides, of course, it has a bit of that neon light effect, and on top of all that, just design in my opinion again looks 10 out of 10. This time has that underwater kind of effect so you can walk on it. If you have some spectators, they can go further or a bit closer to watch the fight even better. And last thing but not the least, obviously you'll be able to at the start pick whatever weapon you want and load out, and for the starting point both borders will be automated, so each player just has to go into the middle, and then after 2-3 seconds the borders will drop down and you can start fighting. So guys, if you're interested in this automatic wall dropping and you want to try this design out, then here it is. So take a look at the next map on my list. Is another fully transformed 1v1 map in an actual underwater tunnel. So guys, the previous map kinda had that underwater feeling, but you could basically see the whole world. In this one, you're actually underwater. There is a specific cube in which you can fight in. Whenever you take a look at the gameplay, it will have that moving light effect, which is, in my opinion, looks amazing. All of the blocks are made from water blocks. It is super clean and really amazing and unique. All you have to do is open each chest for each and every player, go to the middle and have fun. Then going over to the fifth map on my list is a Neon Coliseum Arena. So guys, if you enjoyed the second map where you could play in a floating island Coliseum and you wanted to try something similar but a bit more unique and different, then this is the map for you. Like you can see for yourself, everything is purple and has that sunlight effect added to it, and on top of all that there will be no moving textures or anything like that for the best performance possible. Even the worst PCs will be able to run this map as perfect as they can. Each player at the start will be spawned with a random loadout and unlimited materials. If you want to try this one out, then this is it. Then going over to the next one, here you can see another really unique, this time Borderlands aka Stranger Things 1v1 map. So the content creator for this map collaborated with Borderlands effect and the Stranger Things. He put 1+1 together and this is the map that he came with. Like you can see for yourself, whenever you'll be able to play, first things first, it will be in that dark kind of foggy effect, and obviously the main thing, you'll be able to play this map in the Pandora texture pack effect. At the start, both players will be spawned on the pre-game lobby, so each one of you will be able to pick whatever healing item or weapons they want, then choose guns, go on separated boxes, get respawned, and then get to the 1v1 fighting arena. In my opinion, this is super clean and super unique, so if you want to try this one out, then here it is. Then going over to the 7th one, here you can see a Kevin the Cube 4-player 1v1 arena. So all the previous maps, there was only one arena in which you could fight 1v1, but for this particular map you can play and make 4 arenas. So if you have in mind a tournament which you can play in, or you just want bring a bunch of your friends and play in the same map 1v1s, see who is the best player, train with other players or whatever, then this is the map for you. Again, super clean, no effects or anything like that added, so you could get the best FPS possible, but still at the same time look amazing and super clean. And on top of all that, it will have that a bit purple neon effect lightning added to it. You'll be spawned in underground tunnel, you can pick whatever loadout you want and then start fighting. If you're looking for simplistic and multiple player 1v1 map, then this is it. Then going over to the next one, here you can see a retro 1v1 floating island map, but this time with a fall damage enabled. So first things first, each player will be spawned on top of the sky on a really small platform. You'll be able to pick whatever weapon or loadout you want, then you'll have to go on a jump pad and drop down to the 1v1 arena. So obviously, like you can see for yourself, there's about 6 to 7 1v1 arenas, so you can bring up to 16 players and make an ultimate huge tournament. As well, on top of all that, there'll be like a bunch of fireworks going on, or just that volcano burning ground effect, which in my opinion looks amazing. And on top of all that, the whole map will be in the retro mode. I previously made a top 8 best retro map list, which you guys enjoyed a lot. So if you were looking for a 1v1 retro map, then this is the best one for you. So with that said, now we have come to the 9th map, which is no fall damage floating Skywars 1v1 map. So guys, like I said at the start, I'll give you super clean and super amazing maps, and basically here you can see only 3 to 4 blocks built. Even a $10 PC will be able to run this game with no performance issues whatsoever. Each player spawns in his different location, you open the chest, take whatever you want and start fighting. The map in general seems really huge with that huge open space, and for this particular one there's no sky limit whatsoever. So you have unlimited materials and you can build 500,000 or 2,000 blocks on top of the sky. Everything will reset whenever one of the players die. So if you're looking for no sky limit and super clean map, then this is the one for you. And with that said, now we have come to the 10th map, which is another 1v1 arena, this time in a huge darkness mode. So all the previous maps were really bright and you could see everything, but in this particular one everything will be really dark and will have that darkness effect. And like you can see at the start, you can pick few weapons what you want, so snipers, shotguns and SMGs, and then start fighting. As well, the same thing applies to the previous map which I told you about. This one doesn't have no sky limit as well whatsoever. A lot of bunch of 1v1 map creators found out a glitch where they can make a map with no sky limit, and this map creator did the same thing as the previous one. So if you're looking for the same thing just with a different texture, then this is it. Then going over to the next one, here you can see a really amazing Galaxy 1v1 map. This time, like you can see for yourself, it will have that floating particle effect, and on top of all that, each player will be spawned at his pre-game lobby. Like you can see for yourself, you'll be able to pick whatever weapon you want, and you'll actually have every single weapon, so rocket launchers, grapplers, bounce pads, jump pads or whatever, all of that will be for you to choose. Like per usual, each player will get unlimited materials, and on top of all that, there'll be 3 arenas. So again, if you're a fan of having 3 arenas in one 1v1 map, bringing max players which is up to 16, making your own tournaments, then you will enjoy this one as well. Super clean and really unique 1v1 map. Then having said that, now we have come to the next one, which is a floating water island 1v1 map. Again, really unique and really amazing, super clean 1v1 map where all the loadouts will be pre-made for you like per usual. All the scoreboarding system and everything else will be automated. And on top of all of that, if you enjoy lonely islands or just maps which have that floating rock theme added to it, then you will enjoy this one for sure. In my opinion, it looks really clean and cool like per usual. If you want to give a try for this one, then here it is. So take a look at the next one. Here you can see another lonely island, this time in a huge cloud 1v1 map. So the whole ground will be covered in this cloud aka fog theme, and on top of all that, like for every single map, it's super clean and super unique. Just by take a look at forward, backwards or left to right, you can see amazing and just huge fields having that texture and a limited space. There's no sky limit for this one as well. You can choose few weapons, which are usually the primary M4, shotgun and SMG. Each player can pick 500 materials on each material type and then start fighting. So guys, if you didn't enjoy the unlimited material system from the previous maps and you want to add your own limits so you could practice for tournament or solo cash cap 1v1 scenarios, then this is the map for you. Then going over the next one, here you can see a Skywars floating island 1v1 map. So first things first, like you can see for yourself, it's really colorful like per usual. Having bunch of floating rocks, in my opinion, always looks cool. And obviously, like you can see for yourself, there'll be 2 floating rocks. So first one in which you can pick bunch of healing items, whatever weapon you want, and on top of all that, bounce pads, jump pads, traps, and even shock grenades. So if you want to get a bit better advantage over your enemy, and both of you can agree on using a grappler or bounce pads or whatever, then here you can do it. As well, on top of all that, automated wall boarding system will be added to it. Each player has to go into the middle, and then after a few seconds the walls will drop down and you can start fighting. So if you don't want to build a wall in the middle, then edit and run through it. So you just want to use this automated system, and in general you enjoy this colorful floating rock 1v1 map, then here it is. Then take a look at the 15th map on my list is the Lonely Island 1v1 map. So like you can see for yourself, at the start I showed you some underwater maps and this is another one. This time you could actually feel like it, you are alone by yourself with your friend and fighting. The theme itself having everywhere water and that sunlight effect, in my opinion, looks amazing. It's super clean, super nice, and on top of all that you can see your own reflection on each and every wall from the underwater textures. Jump fatigue and fall damage are disabled, and on top of all that, whenever each player gets eliminated, other opponent will get full health, full shield right away. So you don't have to, whenever you win, respawn, then waste your time or do whatever. Everything will be automated, so you don't have to worry about anything. Then going over to the one of the last maps on my list is a full-on purple neon 1v1 map. Again, this map doesn't have sky element whatsoever, and each player will be spawned with a random loadout. And the most unique part is that after every kill, their loadout will change. So like we know, at every single end game you always don't get the same weapons and the same healing items. So if you want to practice and use each and every single weapon to get better in actual battle royale situations, and in general you just enjoy this neon light plus dark mode effect, then this is the map for you. Super simplistic and super fun. As well, on top of all that, if you're a streamer or just a player who wants to view this type of 1v1 matches, all around the map will be built bunch of jump pads for the best viewing pleasure for you. Then going over the next one, here you can see a Tiago's purple floating 1v1 map. So this time you'll be able to see that floating effect and you'll be not able to see the actual ground it's flying on. So all around the map there are a bunch of invisible grass built, and the actual water seems like it's water falling. So in the previous maps you could just see the normal water just standing still, didn't have any effect whatsoever and stuff like that, but with the new implementations this content creator made this map look 10 out of 10, really amazing. As well, I can see for yourself, each loadout or weapon you can pick for you. There are a bunch of jump pads for you to end game and start fighting again. And on top of all that, there'll be 2 jump pads which you can jump on and then use this as a scoring board. In my opinion, this map looks really amazing and you should try it out for sure. Then going over the next one, here you can see a Candyland / Kevin the Cube 1v1 map. So like you can see for yourself, in the gameplay it has a bunch of purple trees, making it look like in the movies, aka the Candyland. Each player, like per usual, will get random loadout, and for added materials and added weapons they can open chests to pick me even more loadouts if they want to. No fall damage is enabled whatsoever, and redeploy system has been enabled. For the best viewing pleasure you can go on top of the house and get a bit higher to see the actual fight. So like per usual, I'll give you a super clean and super amazing 1v1 maps, and this is one of them. If this is something you're looking for, then here it is. Then take a look at another one on my list, is a super clean 1v1 retro Miami map. Again, this time it will have that neon lighting effect added to it. So guys, at the start I showed you another retro map, and if you enjoyed that one and you want something unique and a bit more different, then this is the map for you. In general, you'll have huge space, so you'll be able to build whatever you want. Each player will be able to open a chest to get all the mats and all the materials that they want. In my opinion, having that retro effect in Fortnite is really cool. So guys, if you're bored from all the Borderlands, Pandora, or whatever texture packs for 1v1 maps, and you were looking for something more unique but at the same time retro style, then this is the map for you. And with that said, now we have come to the last map, which is the Caving the Cube only SMG and pump close quarter 1v1 map. So showing you last but not the least, in my opinion, really cool and amazing map. This time it will have that bit of darkness but at the same time sunlight effect. The whole map in general will be purple and jump fatigue will be enabled. In my opinion, this is not the best map or the most fun one, nor the cleanest, but if you're looking for something unique, 100% Caving the Cube theme. And on top of all of that, being able to use the jump fatigue to your best advantage and training how it would be like to fight while eating the jump rocket thing. So whenever you jump actually 3-4 blocks rather than one like per usual, then you will definitely enjoy this map. In my opinion, the textures and effects are decent, but having that jump fatigue improves everything and makes it really unique. If you want to try this one out for yourself, then here it is. And with that said, I really do appreciate it for watching and I hope you enjoyed. This was my top 20 list of the best and most fun 1v1 map codes in Fortnite creative mode. If you're looking for more map codes and different lists, then check my channel out and you'll find every single one of them already made. And the rest of it you already know. If you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe so I can make more content every single day. And while you're doing that, enable that notification bell so you would be notified when a new video is up and running. Like I said guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below the next list you want me to make. Have a nice day and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame.